back with a race for the White House today. Both campaigns are hitting key swing states.
Yeah, that's right. This as new polling shows a tightening race across 7 key battleground states.
So that big debate is over.
Yes, Kamala Harris and Donald Trump. And one clear result is...
It's set off yet another round of opinion polls.
Exactly. And the new opinion polls will drive the conversation for the next 50-some days until America's November 5th election day.
Welcome to This Week, Those Books Aloud, a conversation about books new and old that resonate with the week's big news story.
And this week we're looking at opinion polling.
More specifically, we're asking if political polling, a 2-centuries-old American invention, should really count for so much of the chatter about the U.S. presidential election.
Good question, considering pollsters often say that polls suffer from the problem that most people expect too much of them.
Yes, pollsters lament the fact that most people believe polls are an assured statistical calculation. Instead, they say that a poll should be regarded as a rough estimate, something like a weather forecast.
Well, let's look at the reading pile. I'll go first. We have a brilliant survey of the science and art of polling. Polling Unpacked, the history, uses, and abuses of political opinion polls by British politician Mark Pack.
He does a crucial job, the crucial job, of correcting my tribe, that is journalists, in their persistent misreading of the polling industry.
Right, he argues that there is no crisis in polling, and pollsters have a better track record of forecasting elections than the media understands or admits. Polls get a bad press mostly because the media doesn't understand they aren't meant to call winners or losers, but to calculate a range of possibilities.
I really like the way he explains the science of polling by using small samples. He says it's like a blood test. You take just a tiny portion of your blood, but it's sufficient to draw conclusions about your health.
To be fair, the author also admits some high-profile polling failures, not least the 2015 UK election. He says that polls can fall short if biased samples are used and late swings in momentum are left unaccounted.
Our second read is a short story. Franchised by science fiction writer Isaac Asimov, was first published in 1955. It imagines a future in which computer modeling has become so refined that American elections involve only one person voting. In 2008, in the story, that voter of the year is store clerk Norman Muller of Bloomington, Indiana.
Now that's a fascinating premise.
And the fun goes on. We have a bonus pick.
The 480 by Eugene Burdick.
The author was a rather glamorous political scientist and TV pundit back in the 1960s.
The title refers to the 480 categories into which the American electorate was divided by John F. Kennedy's presidential campaign. That was on the advice of Simulmatics, a company that used computers and data scientists.
The novel criticizes the use of polling and computers to the point of manipulating voters. In fact, a 2020 book on that company said that it mined data, targeted voters, and destabilized politics much before Facebook, Google, Amazon, and Cambridge Analytica.
Lots to think about.
Thanks for listening to This Week, Those Books.
Makes you smarter or faster.
We'll be back next week. Bye.